Ghost of a Tale is a fantasy RPG in which you play as one of gaming's cutest critters, Tillo. A strappy, fashion-forward minstrel mouse. After waking up in a prison cell with only a note and a key left by a mysterious stranger, Tillo must use his wits, cunning, and a bit of brute force to reunite with his missing wife, Mira.
Of course, it's not that simple, though. In between you and the main objective is a to-do list from every single person you come across. The majority of the campaign is made up of fetch quests, which, when finished, lead into more fetch quests. But wait, you can't complete that one yet because you need to do a different one to open the area you need to be in to complete the first one. What I'm saying is, I hope Mira isn't holding her breath for Tillo's return. Yeah, I know it would be a much shorter game this way, but I can't help but imagine the happy life they could be living together if Tillo wasn't everybody's go-to detective, interior decorator, and errand boy. That being said, though, in between all the grocery runs, there are threads of a deeper mystery within Dwindle Heights Keep, which I was pretty excited to untangle. Yeah, that is true. Questioning guards about the disappearance of the jailer, trekking through the crumbling ruins of long-abandoned catacombs in search for a mysterious treasure. There's a lot to be done as you learn to navigate not only the winding pathways of the environment, but also the relationships of the characters within it. Because what would a fantasy RPG be without a bit of distrust and hidden agendas? Each character you come across feels very individual, some nicer than others. Some will ask for favors before offering help, while others prefer the clink of coin. Even the guards, whom you spend the majority of your time trying to avoid, are given their own struggles. I really appreciate that level of depth. You know, it makes the world feel lived in. Yes, and what a beautiful world it is. The primary designer of Ghost of a Tale, Lionel Gallett, said he was inspired by films like The Secret of NIMH and Disney's Robin Hood. And it really shows, no matter the time of day. Let's be real, though, you're going to be spending most of your playtime with this view. Aside from flinging a few projectiles like sticks, bottles, or exploding acorns, Tillo is basically defenseless. So instead, you'll be sneaking, hiding, and booking it to avoid the business end of a halberd. This is where some of the cracks started to appear for me. The guard AI isn't very advanced. Do a lap of a preset course, stand with back conveniently turned, wash, rinse, and repeat, which makes them feel more like roadblocks than an actual threat. I agree. I was really excited when I put together the guard armor outfit so I could walk amongst them freely and not worry about hiding out in a chest or a bucket every 5 steps. But wearing it slowed me down so much, it probably would have been faster to just run by and hide out until I gave up the chase. It just added a dragging feeling. Does that make sense? Do you mean with the gameplay itself or the story? All of it? I mean, I enjoyed parts of it, that mystery, the beauty of the environment, but it was all sort of a slow burn. Because the locations themselves are so small, you'll be backtracking a lot. Returning to areas to search for items that weren't previously there, or talking to people in the hopes of getting new dialogue when you get stuck. There was just not enough going on for me to be invested in what felt like an endless list of chores. I think it really boils down to personal preference here. I mean, I definitely share your annoyance with the backtracking, and I do wish there was a combat system of sorts just to really keep the flow. But in amongst that initial frustration, I'll admit, I enjoyed returning to the cells to chat with Geralt, even if he didn't want to talk to me. And I liked exploring the keep, discovering its many secret passageways and trying to commit them all to memory. I would ask, though, that we abolish the use of giant spiders in fantasy games because there were way too many, i.e. more than one. Ugh, final thoughts, Will? I felt a little bit underwhelmed by its slow pacing and repetitive feel. I think with the addition of some varied missions, I may have had a little bit more fun. But I did quite enjoy being transported into this realm of talking mice and armed rats, so I'm giving it 3 out of 5 rubber chickens. This was definitely a game I needed to sit with after playing. While it did take me a while to adjust to its style of storytelling and gameplay, once I was comfortable, I was thoroughly invested and keen to follow those threads right through to the end. I'm giving Ghost of a Tale 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens. Do you hear that?